You're listening to the Loudmouth Radio Network. No matter the time or the season, we're open and available 24/7. Shouldn't your dealership be too? Carumba.com, the convenient online used vehicle marketplace. Register your independent dealership now. You're listening to Sonny's Monday Motivation here on loudmouthradio.com.
Happy Monday, good people. It is Sonny's Monday Motivation, and everybody covered from the rush of getting ready for Christmas. I pray and hope that you have. You know what? It's honestly a different, I don't know about you, but it has felt like a totally different Christmas time than many, many years of the past last couple of years. We've had to adjust a lot to life, period, right? So I noticed that the malls, a lot of the community around you, don't know about you guys, but I'm just speaking on my part. I noticed that it is not as crazy as it normally has been during this time of the year. And that goes to show you how many people are doing some online ordering, shopping, and just not tearing down. You don't hear as many horror Walmart fighting stories and the tear up the store stories as you have heard in the past, or the Black Friday rush and pull and tear. And it's ironic. The balance of life has come together for many people in the retail environment. I remember, I did retail in college, had retail jobs in college, and people that were, work retail, you already know, Christmas time, Thanksgiving, all of those time periods, you are bell to bell. You knew that you were going to be at the crack of dawn to the late night, open and closing, working. So ironically, we have a disruption with COVID in 2020, and life changed, and you start seeing more of the big retailers saying, you know what, we're going to be closed on Thanksgiving. We're going to be closed the day after or the day before Thanksgiving. We're closing at 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So have you noticed that, right? Even this year, I've noticed the magnitude of, some of the retailers. Even you walk in some of the stores, it does not look the same as it has in past dealings. I don't know about you guys, but I'm just recognizing what I've noticed. And it brought me to today's topic that I wanted to kind of touch on real quick: balancing life, right? I think that that disruption that was not prepared, it wasn't planned, it wasn't intentional. For many people, they've had to learn to adapt and do things differently. And as people, we do that. We have that flexibility to do different things when things cause us to have to shift. But I think that on the other side of it actually became a blessing for a lot of those who work in these stores that we walk in every day. And a lot of times we don't think about the person that's bagging our stuff, or the person that's walking our stuff to the car and packing it and shipping, the drivers, the UPS, the post office, the Uber, the Lyft, all of these people that are servicing other people and doing other things. That time spent is taking them away from family and their shopping time, their personal time, or, whatever it is. But, they made that decision to be there, to step in and do that. So, how do you balance your life when you know that your demand of what you're doing is pulling at you, right? And so I noticed this year that it's calmer. It's a lot calmer than I've seen in some time. People are out. In California, the weather was absolutely amazing. So let me just start off and say, wherever you are in the world, and if you're hunkered down from blizzards, ice freezing cold, I mean, my family in Chicago and New York and Pittsburgh and just in different parts of the region of the world are being slammed with freezing temperatures. So I pray that you were, first of all, somewhere safe and warm, and that you had an opportunity to enjoy your family if you weren't able to, or enjoy yourself. Maybe you had some reading time or you had some personal time for yourself, that you were able to do and pour into whatever you had not had time for before. So I think that's the other thing that people may skip on during the holidays. It allows you to have more of a balanced life because you get to spend some time on the personal side of your things or your sociable side of things. And it's not necessarily all work or play related. But hopefully that if you did not make it to your destination this season because of the weather, I will recognize that there was thousands of flights canceled across the U.S. So a lot of people are maybe stuck in hotels and airports. They didn't make it to their destination. They may have expended some finances to do things and they didn't get a chance to do them. But if you're able to be here, you're able to be alive, and you're able to have some gratitude in knowing that you're safe and sound, it makes it a little bit easier, right? It's just so important, guys, that we stay conscious about balancing things. I know I'm talking to guys. You already know what it is. When I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me. When I'm talking to me, I'm talking to you. So we having discussions, and I think it's so important that you make time for yourself too, especially if you have a family that's demanding, if you have a job that's demanding, if you have work relations of maybe a business owner and a lot of falls on your shoulders, and you're doing a lot of playing a lot of roles in your business. You got a lot of people maybe that report to you or depend on you or lean on you, so it's so important to just make sure that you balance things. And it's so funny. I found this. I'm a puzzle person. I love puzzles. And shout out to Fonda, wherever you are, Fonda Smith. She knows where I'm about to go with this puzzle thing. But I remember walking into a friend's house and they had a puzzle on their table, on their dining room table. And this has been some years ago. And I remember walking in, and it was like you would have thought I just discovered something that I hadn't seen or had never. No, I had done puzzles in the past. But when I tell you, it became a reminder that I love puzzles. And I was so fascinated and captivated by the fact that here it is, a group of people have a table designated to do puzzles together. Friends, roommates, family. It was just a wonderful capture, and that moment cemented in my mind. And from that point forward, I started buying puzzles. And it's a great pause. It makes you get still. You're focusing on something, but not necessarily a lot of everything else around you. And so recently, I came across this puzzle that's connected with the Calm app. And I thought, wow. And the puzzle is actually absolutely beautiful. And it made me think about just how natural it is, even if you're a person that struggles to meditate or you want to take time out for yourself and you haven't figured out how to stop. Get a puzzle. I'm just going to tell you, that's just a great response to that answer. Just get a puzzle. And I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. You're going to stop, whatever you're driving, walking, running, working, whatever it is, you're going to stop. You're going to pull it out. You're going to have to take the time to unpackage it, flip all the puzzle pieces over. And then something's going to capture your eye, and you're going to start working to put it together. And you'll start noticing your heart rate changes. It starts to, slow down. Your mind is in a wanderlust of whatever the puzzle looks like. And, so it's something I think chemically is probably changing in your body. You don't even know it. I don't even have factual aspects of it, but just acknowledgement of the thought that the moment of pause and how that can make your body chemistry change at that moment, just doing something simple as a puzzle. So I got this puzzle, and it's the Calm app, and it actually has, it was, I'm a marketer guy, so I could appreciate the marketing aspect of this approach. So they said that here's a 30-day subscription to the Calm app, and you can play this meditation piece while you're doing your puzzle. I was like, man, y'all better go ahead and do it. But I appreciated it, and I could see how you could connect the two and align it. And it was just a wonderful discovery. And, of course, I got the puzzle. And I'm looking forward to doing this puzzle, and puzzles have now just really have become a special space in my heart. So if I knock on your door and arrive at the house and I got a puzzle, you already know I'm looking at you like you're gonna spend some time with me. We're gonna do this puzzle. So I just think that it's amazing how little things can make you remember to exist. And yesterday I remember passing this hill. It's more like a mountain hill almost. And it was so big, so lush, so plush, so pretty, so green. And as I was riding past it, I was like, man, this is a great place to hike. And not even 500 feet ahead, I started seeing a bunch of cars at the foot of the hill, and they were doing exactly what I said. They were up hiking. I saw families and people with their dogs on Christmas Day now going up the hill. And I was like, how wonderful. Maybe you ate, you unpackaged your gifts, you ate, and you already know after eating like that, it's easy to fall asleep and want to be lazy and not do anything. And it's okay. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. But to then go and hike the hill, especially in 80-degree weather, because we got 80-degree weather out here in California right now, people, it's real. But to see them do that, to take that time, and I thought it was a wonderful moment of balance in life. So, if you haven't, if you got kids, I don't care if they're small, medium, large, you got grandchildren, small, medium, large, don't matter. And I don't mean by size, I mean by age. Maybe walk. If you didn't go and spend a lot of money and time in the mall, maybe walk the mall just to be in an environment of festivity. Because the other thing is, it's like right now there's a lot of cool decor out in the world. So if you're in a marketplace or area where there's a Christmas trees, because maybe you didn't have a Christmas tree this year, maybe you didn't have the decorations you wanted, but that doesn't mean that you can't go enjoy them somewhere else, right? So, maybe get out in nature. And if it's freezing, maybe light a fireplace if you have a fireplace. If you don't have a fireplace, maybe, go to YouTube and put on the music that plays, and they have a Christmas tree simulation or a fireplace simulation or something calming and wonderful. But, guys, I just want to encourage you to take the time out and do something that helps to give you a little bit of balance outside of the normal things that you're doing on a day-to-day basis. That's the other part about the holidays that's truly generated for you, is to have more time to balance those things in your life that you don't necessarily give time to day to day. So, guys, I'm going to keep this one sweet and short. I pray that you guys had a wonderful Christmas, and if you're going out for New Year's, you're doing anything for New Year's, be safe. Don't drink and drive. If you're out partying like a rock star, enjoy it. Be careful. Watch your surroundings. Don't drive if you're going to go out and party. Please, Uber, Lyft. Carpool, make sure the designated driver's not drinking. And you guys be blessed. Talk to you soon.
$30.7 million small businesses in the U.S., creating 1.5 million jobs annually. Small business accounts for 64% of new job creation in the U.S. There's strength in numbers. No matter what we face, know that there's strength in us. Because of you, we're able, we're capable, we're resilient, and we are available because we are small business. And together, we're the economy. You're listening to the Loudmouth Radio Network.